Okay, I think we are recording. Okay.
Okay.
Larry, thank you for coming today.
Hi, May. Very nice to meet you in person.
Yep.
Well, I'm delighted to receive an offer from WebT, and could definitely see myself learning from and contributing to, your very successful firm. So I guess we're here today to talk about what we can do for each other to come up with a package that is agreeable to the both
Okay.
of us.
Yeah, so we really like you, and I'm
Mm.
very glad that we come to this stage of our discussion about your position at WABI. So the purpose of this meeting is to learn more about our shared interest and to regarding the position that you have been, successfully, interviewed for.
Yes.
So please tell me, is there any thing that you want to discuss about regarding the offer that we sent to you last Friday?
Oh, you sent me an offer already?
Oh, did we? Okay, maybe that a little bit of a mistake. Okay, so let tell me what is your what your interest here?
Sure. I mean, okay. I mean, to be very frank, I am very happy to receive the offer
Mm-hmm.
because I value working for WebT because you guys, I think, have been very successful in terms of coming up with innovative these buttons, and you're actually able to monetize on them, which I don't think a lot of internet companies out there have been able to do.
Okay.
I mean, as a result, you guys have been very profitable, and definitely I want to join a successful firm that is profitable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I've also heard a lot of good things about the work culture at WebT. So I think that's important to me because I want to work along people that I'm happy to work with.
So I guess let's start our discussion around the some point that we want to talk about. So I guess the first thing is the position.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is maybe the locations.
Yeah.
And then maybe just share with us some of the concern that you have regarding the position and the locations. And then there's maybe we can go to the discussion on the salaries and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Regarding the position, so I think when I interviewed earlier on with your colleague, I was informed that you guys are looking for both a sales manager and a senior sales manager.
Okay.
And I mean, I know usually your senior sales manager would require 5 years of experience, and I only have 3. But I think I have built a successful career in the 3 years, and I think my INSEAD MBA is really a plus in that respect. And I'm looking to take on a challenging role to make greater impact.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you see me as a candidate for the senior sales manager position?
I do see you as a candidate for the senior sales manager position, and I completely agree with your point. You have very good experience, strong potential, especially in NCR MBA. We have a lot of NCR alumni here.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm really under a lot of pressure to get more good people, especially NCR people in. Uh, the what kind of from my point of view is that the title is not very important. What important is the performance that the candidate able to deliver to the company.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that you aspire to do more things for the company, and like I mentioned before, I definitely see you as in someday in a senior sales manager
Yeah.
position, but um, and we be open to this ideas, but I don't think it's gonna be right away
Mm.
to for
Yeah.
to make that possible. Eh, tell me what you concern about position because
I mean, I don't care about title, as you
mhm.
alluded to as well. What I care about is the kind of job responsibilities that I get, and really
Okay,
to the opportunity to contribute more to the firm.
okay,
Um, and I think this also ties into, I guess, my whole package. I think if I'm in a more senior position, I get more responsibilities, and I think the upside of how much I can contribute
hmm,
and thus perform um, could also, like, there's greater potential there. And I hope to be rewarded for my performance
oh
in
yeah
that
yeah
greater
yeah yeah
scope. Yeah.
The rewarding regarding your performance is definitely a must because this is a
Yeah.
sales job, so you wouldn't worry about it. Senior or junior, it's not even junior manager, sales manager, but it's still a manager position. So you still have people that reporting to you. In fact, you have 6 people that reporting to you.
Yeah.
So you have from the size of our company, it's a sizable team
Yeah.
to manage. Um, so in terms of these duties and responsibility, you shouldn't be worried. You will have people reporting to you. You will have room to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be worried about that. Again, the title not so much
Yeah.
an important factor. So if we can agree on that, that um, do you care so much for title at all?
I mean, to be very frank, I don't care so much. Yeah.
Okay.
I care more about the money that I'll earn, because
Okay.
obviously
Yeah, okay.
the
Yeah.
MBA has put me into
Yeah. I'm sure you
loans
have.
and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I do so I think position it's a more flexible point, and I think we can probably come to an agreement later on
okay.
after we discuss more.
What about location?
Okay, location. I definitely would like to work in London.
Okay.
Um,
And why would you want to work in London? Is that because family reasons, or is that because it's a cool city to live in? So do you have any family in London, for that matter?
mm, well, not really family. My family is back in Asia. So,
Okay.
and
Oh.
but I think having done my MBA in SEAD, and I mean I have lots of friends in London, and I think the kind of network that I have in London would help me in my job and also in my personal life, and I think it will make me stay in. I mean, I would want to work in London for a long time,
Hmm.
so that kind of also contribute to building a career, let's say at WebT for longer term. I think if it was in a less favorable location, then I'll always have this kind of will to move elsewhere, and 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 I think. I mean, that's not the most ideal for me for pursuing a career at an ideal firm.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of look for people with some kind of connection to London because, I mean, it's a sales job,
Yeah,
so it's basically a relationship
yeah,
building kind of role, right? So
yeah,
you need, yeah, obviously you need the network, you need the peoples and all that.
yeah,
Um, I mean, if I mean, and I had to really make a strong case for you uh, because we interview a lot of candidates with background that working in London and you know
yeah,
And to be honest, the reason that I like you a little bit better is because I see you as better fit for the firm than other candidates that also have background that working in London and have family in London.
Yeah.
So I have to make a really strong case for you to stay in London.
Yeah.
So on that aspect of it, I agree with you on the locations. So it's not a problem, but problem is in London regarding the position, we don't have a job opening for a senior sales manager because just the size of the team.
Okay.
It doesn't constitute. It doesn't require senior sales manager.
Yeah.
It's only there's a job opening only for the sales manager. So if we can.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
I value the location more than the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great then.
Yeah.
Okay. At least we can come to agreement on those 2 points.
Yeah.
Is there any other concern besides location, title, before we get into the number discussions?
No, I think the next big thing is numbers. I can be very frank. I mean,
Okay.
I spent all my money on the MBA, and I can imagine when I exit school there will be a lot of expenses
Okay.
that I need to incur to establish myself in another city.
Okay.
And I think you guys are a very competitive firm. I mean, you guys are best in what you do in your industry. So I think my expectations are you will reward your people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Regarding your student loans, if you mind sharing,
Yeah.
how much is that student loans that you have?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Actually, well, basically my tuition and my living expenses for the year.
So that's a very high amount of
Yes.
money. Let's see what we can do about that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a huge number, but what we can do is we have an educational assistant
Oh.
program, but we're not gonna pay for the full amount. Right? I
Okay.
want to get that straight.
Sure.
But we can give you a loan.
Oh, another loan.
Yes, but I'm assuming that you pay interest on your student loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very high interest. So what we can do is, assuming that your loan is 60,000 euros, pound, 60,000 pound.
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. We can give you a loan of about 10% of that total amount
Okay.
to help you to kind of, interest-free loans actually. So you can pay right up front. You can pay 10% of your student loan.
Okay.
Well, that's one of the way that we can help you to kind of relieve your concern about the interest payment on your student loans and that. Right. So that's one of the option that we can put on the table for you. Given that we don't offer this package to a lot of other MBA students actually. Because the purpose of the educational assistant program is for the employee after they join the firm, not at this stage of the
I
process,
see.
the negotiation stage.
Okay.
So on that aspect of it, I'm willing to compromise. Willing to help you on the student loan. So you kind of relieve one of your concern about the pays and.
Yeah, I think that could be helpful.
So like say 10% of your student loans is what, £6,000 of interest-free loan that you can have.
Okay, interest free.
Interest-free mean we just give you the money and you pay it back.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I need to consider that in conjunction with my salary or any signing or performing bonus. Because I have to make up
So
for this
we
money every year.
there will be a performance bonus, definitely. But signing bonus, we not a consulting firm, so we don't usually give out signing bonus.
I see. Can we maybe talk about so base salary, performance bonus, yes or no signing bonus, and the education assistance program maybe together? Because I think I can. Okay, to be frank, I think what I'm saying is, I think if I think from your perspective, I mean, you are hiring someone new. You've assessed that I'm a good candidate, but still, I think I need to prove myself in terms of performance to warrant whatever compensation package. So I think there's some room of adjusting my expectations on my package by kind of juggling around what's guaranteed pay and what's performance-based pay. So I think in that respect, I'm more flexible. So I want to see what you're thinking as your offer.
I mean, beside the guaranteed base pay and the performance bonuses, we also offer other benefits and
Okay.
benefit and the educational system is just one of those.
Oh, I see.
Just we offer holiday and vacations.
Yes.
I'm sure coming from Asia, you work very hard and there's not a lot of vacation day for you. Maybe like 1 week of vacation or something.
I'm used to 20-day vacation.
20-day vacation. We offer a 9 days pay holidays. This is pay holidays, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in company get that, but you're also eligible for 2 weeks of time off on annual basis. So in total, you might get in total with the holidays you get like 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks off. So that's a very good package actually. And then on top of that, you are also eligible for 6 leave, right? So you're allowed to have 6 days of 6 leave.
For what?
For 6, if you get 6.
Oh, sick leave. Oh.
6 leave. 6
6 days of sick leave.
Yeah. So that almost equivalent to a month of time off that you can have. So which is a very, very generous package. Consider that a lot of companies in London only offer a total of 2 weeks, 3 weeks max, including everything that I just talked about. You might get a better offer at other firm, but it might not be a generous on the.
I think.
So in that sense,
Yeah.
or what do you think?
I think I'm quite neutral to the holidays. I think 9-day paid leave is not that much. But I mean, I see.
9-day holiday pay, and we have 2 weeks of vacation.
Right, but those are unpaid.
No, vacation is paid.
Oh, it's also paid. Oh.
Yeah.
What's
Vacation is paid.
So the 9-day and the 2 weeks are all paid?
Yeah, and then the 6 week leave also paid.
Oh, so these are all paid.
Yeah. It's all paid. obviously, it's not like why wouldn't we pay you for your vacation? It's just
Yeah.
unreasonable, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all pay. I mean, maybe in China they don't pay you, but here in London we pay you.
Okay.
It's very generous, very generous.
Okay. Yeah.
So can you share with me some of the concern that you have beside your student loans? I'm sure that's one big of your one big part of your concern, and we will really help you
Yeah.
alleviate that with the education assistance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the good offering on the holidays front. But to be frank, that's a good to have for me, but not like a big influencing factor in my decision.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can imagine, I mean, I just spent the year at the MBA, and I'm looking to jumpstart my career as my next step. And I think it's important that I get a good start, so that because I think a lot of my future career prospects and also compensation would kind of anchor from my first job out of MBA.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure
Understood.
like I
Oh,
I
we,
get
we
the
have a good start in terms of we have a very good branch name now. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody know about WABTY. WABTY.
Yeah.
You know, we have a very good employees employer.
satisfaction. Or,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And brand name wide, brand name recognitions,
Yeah.
very good.
I definitely
Yeah,
value that.
so the good start for your career, definitely. You shouldn't worry about it. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't worry about it. But
Yeah, and so I mean, the reputation is definitely, I mean, a very big plus from WebT. Um, but I also want my compensation to be in line with the prestige of your firm's position in the market.
okay.
Yeah.
Reason why.
So let me ask you this:
I want to see that. I want my beans.
if you live in London,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
And them.
In
London
yeah.
is an expensive city to live.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you want to live in London, anyway.
Mm.
Me to go first. Or you?
What are the things that you would like
It's at a time
would kind of allocate your disposable income to?
If you have one.
Well, I mean, well, I don't think of it that way. I'm not trying to do like cost-based pricing, right?
I'm sure you've been practicing case consulting before we interview with us.
Yes.
Uh,
So I think how I derive my expectations more based on market.
but what I'm trying to say to you is that
Yeah.
don't I wouldn't focus too much on the salary number. Look at the whole thing as a whole package that we offer you. The big picture here is when you tell people that you work at WABTY,
Yeah.
what is the package that we offer you, right? It's not just, oh, what is your base salary at WABTY? You know, it's not like that, right?
Yeah.
It's when you talk to your friend or your parents, your family about your compensation at WABTY, you should look at it in terms of package, right? So salary, performance bonuses,
Yeah.
other benefits, and one of them is holiday vacation, sick leave, education assistance. You
Yeah.
know, we offer you £6,000 interest-free loan. That's very significant, and I don't do this for for every new employee that you join the firm. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So think beyond the base salary.
I mean,
Come up with a proposal.
okay, I think, of course, I think of it as a whole package.
Mhm.
But, I mean, what kind of base salary are you talking about? What do you have in mind?
Right now we can only pay 45.
Okay. So to my understanding, that's below market average, or not even average. I think.
Below the market average in
Yeah.
terms of base salary, not in terms of total package.
Right.
Right. So, like I say, look at the whole.
Okay, let's look at then the other pieces in the package, such as the performance bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what kind of?
So we can offer you
Yeah. Cool.
The Up and Smoke cigarette company.
between 45% to 60% performance bonuses.
Okay.
It's considering outsourcing its distribution and traffic.
So 6.
And then this is a sales job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a big part of your salary will coming from performance.
Okay.
So between 40 and 60% of your bonuses. Right. So 40 or 60% of your base salary coming from
Okay, what
your
about
performance will be 40 to
Okay, our
65%
client is a major
of your
commercial bank in Mexico. Despite the fact that the bank
of
has
base salary.
experienced increased
Okay.
revenue growth
So where would
over
I
years, its profits
like
have
40 to 60% is a range.
even
It's a range, yeah.
So that will be decided when and how.
You have a meeting
Right, so
Like
it's-
which part of the range I get.
You have to
Oh yeah, so it depends on your performance. So it's
What is
either
the main cause of the
up
decline in
to
profits?
40% or it's up to 65%
And what
based on
can
your
the bank
performance.
do?
Okay.
Right. So obviously it's a performance base, so we want you
Oh.
to be at a higher range.
Okay. So if my performance is top tier, or however we divide
Yeah, it
this.
should be 65%.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright, excellent.
in
So
principle,
basically
I'm
just
quite
kinda like, rehash, revisit
for
all the information
the
you've given
performance
so far.
bonus.
It's a commercial bank
and
that we're dealing with in
because
Mexico.
I can understand from your
Where
point
the
of view,
revenues have
sales
gone up,
and
profits
someone
have
new,
gone down.
you need to see
Two
performance.
questions that we're asking ourselves today is essentially what is it,
And look at this as
and also what
it's not
can
like
you do now to
like your
basically
salary gonna be like that forever, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
new
let me
employee
just,
come in, we need to see their performance.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you did great in the interview.
then we can start
Right.
That's why we get to this stage already. But 1 year, then we can evaluate it, your
Yeah.
performance, and then number can adjust.
Yeah, and maybe you can tell me more about like what happens once I prove my performance. Does the kind of ratio of base versus bonus would
So
that
I don't
change a
really
bit?
want to get into the detail of the number right now because I'm not in the position to actually discuss that really.
Yeah.
Because my VP is the one that actually can discuss that. But I can tell you that your performance can be evaluated in. Let me see here. So getting the bonus will be on your team performance and the company overall performance.
Yeah.
So if you do good, the company do good,
Yeah.
then you get a lot of bonuses.
Yeah.
And then it just the number itself.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that,
so basically there's a few things that I probably want
if
to
you do
just to make
exceptionally
sure,
good job
just
Yeah.
in the first year,
look into
and I don't want to make any
problems
promises, but
maybe,
there might be
first of all, I probably want to look
possibility
a
of
little bit at,
you
basically
get
the product mix
promoted
that, the bank has
to
essentially
a senior
that kind of
decision.
Yeah.
If you deliver, right?
Yeah.
The key thing here is you need to deliver performance, right? So it's not
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I totally get your point about delivery and demonstration of performance.
Also, I probably want to.
Okay, if I can draw from my past experience, I mean, I used to work for a firm that also has bonus based on, I guess it's the market and then your company and then team and then individual performance. And I've kind of been I didn't have a very good experience from the previous job on how this scheme worked. Because I think at the end of the day, in that package, the individual performance is a very small influencer.
Oh no, your individual performance will be weighted higher than the weight. So
Okay.
you evaluate on two dimensions,
Yeah.
right? The company overall performance and your team performance.
Yeah.
But your team performance is way heavily more than the overall company performance. So your bonuses will be the probability of you getting higher bonuses will be higher because your team performance is way higher. So you shouldn't worry about it. As long as you focus on motivating your team, everything your team perform, you yourself perform, then you get guaranteed bonuses. Not guaranteed, but your performance is guaranteed your bonuses, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And again, focus on maybe you should focus on other factors just beside the base salaries and the performance bonuses.
Yeah, I want to look at it as a whole,
Mhm.
but I want each piece of this package to meet my minimum expectation. Almost.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are your minimum expectations?
Yeah.
You mentioned that we were 20%.
I think for the base, because that's my
This is actually
stable income and
Okay.
that it's very tangible. I want to gain more security from there.
Okay.
And
So basically, what
I
I'm
hope for,
is essentially that our
um,
revenue, average revenue per customer decreases with the size of the customer base.
50,000 base.
Essentially, that our average cost per customer.
Maybe we should talk about maybe other aspects before we get back to the base.
Okay.
So
So
This kind of leads me to
what other aspects can we play
Do
with?
you have family?
No.
Your family is still back in China?
You mean if I have children and things?
Yeah, husband, wife, or whatever.
No.
Okay. Well, because we do offer
what do you think that
a
is?
one-time relocation expenses.
So
But
that's interesting. That's a good question. I think they're probably
Okay, am I
other
eligible
factors,
for relocation expense?
that we don't know. This maybe the
sure, because we had to move you from Fontainebleau to London anyway, so you definitely eligible for that.
We're not in urban areas, but more in.
Okay.
So we usually offer our employees about
Something we probably have to look into. Also, maybe marketing spend on trying to.
£4,000 of one-time relocation expenses.
On trying to
Yeah.
get new customers in, so that's something that we probably have to look at. It might also be that that we are the labor costs is something that we probably have to look into as well. That we're hiring more people than we're actually receiving directly from new and existing customers. So we have to look into the labor costs.
Okay. So that's something you might want to look at it
Yes.
in combination to the £6,000
It might be that the products
loan,
we're selling
interest-free loans that we already offer you.
Mm.
the
Very
products that we're
generous.
selling are not actually products that make any money for the bank. So that's another thing. That we
Again, look at the whole package. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I touched upon anything
but I definitely think this can relieve some of my
those are
more
all very good
immediate
reasons.
needs.
Let me
Okay,
also
but my
give you
concern
another one.
is
Due to the incentive
it's
structure,
not part of
which
my.
rewarded new customer
I mean, this
acquisition,
is a one-time
branch managers have
relief
added
kind of
customers that were not
assistance.
as profitable as
So
usual.
I think
In addition, the
when,
bank
let's
is
say, in a
aggressively
year's
expanding
time, when
its
I
branch
get
structure
reevaluated
and increase the
and
number of
possibly
tellers
hope for
to
a
accommodate the increased number of
salary
customers.
increase, I mean,
What should the bank
that
do?
piece would already be out. So
So just to kind of
like it's not in the
go through this
basis
again, so
of
essentially
how I
the,
can grow
the
my
acquisition and structure
compensation.
of new customers has basically led to
Yeah, but I mean,
branches trying to add
it's a cost. It's a cost
as
to
well
you
as
to
adding
move
more
from
tellers
Fontainebleau
in
Yeah.
to
branches.
London. You have to purchase ticket. You have to have
Yeah,
people
yeah.
move you, and that's
So
gonna cut
there's
into
an
your
element
base
definitely
salary,
of
and we
a
take care of
labor
everything,
cost
so you can
involved here,
focus on your jobs.
as well as
Like you can
essentially
start it
that
on
we're
day
selling
one
products to our
and
customers.
performing on your job,
There's
Yeah.
a huge
right?
cost
Instead of
acquisition
worrying
essentially.
about which apartment I have to
So
rent or how do I buy a mover.
you're asking,
You know, there's just other worry that you have to worry about.
what can we do
I
to
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
£4,000 is very generous for moving from Fontainebleau to France.
I think
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of NCAT students I know, have one luggage and take the train to London.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's like €100
Yeah.
train ticket,
and the new
and then they have to worry about where to buy apartment in
I'm
London
not
is
sure
not
where
cheap.
they're looking, but yeah, as you
Uh,
said, that
£4,000 you can put down deposit for the apartment.
Okay, so
And that's yours, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I definitely think it's very helpful. And
per branch, and also
Um,
possibly look at.
I mean, I think I see it as a kind of substitute to the signing bonus.
Yeah.
Given you guys don't do signing bonus,
Yeah,
so you provide all these other assistance.
I mean, the signing bonus is a one-time thing too, so you should
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
it that way.
A little bit there.
Yeah.
Further, you would also probably simply.
Okay, so
move
I think
the
that still does
acquisition
not
incentives,
relieve my concern about
for the branches.
increasing my stable income.
By adding
So I think, okay, so all this thing about stable income is the fact that it's a stable income, and as well as that's the basis of the growth of my future stable income, is what I'm saying.
Which would cost as much, and that would increase banks'
So,
like what?
is there anything there that you can do?
I mean, we already offer you a lot, to be honest.
Mm-mm.
No, we don't
Yeah,
know.
and I'm grateful for those.
I mean, it's not, honestly, I can offer you more, but
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't see,
I
I mean,
solution
a new employee is still a risk to us. And we want to mitigate that
Yeah.
risk, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, after a year, if you perform, we can re-evaluate it, and then your stable income can go up
Yeah,
easily.
that's very contingent and uncertain.
Or it's not uncertain at all.
Oh, do you have information about like how you reevaluate or what you can offer at reevaluation? 'Cause- Okay, this is real experience that I. When people promise you stuff in the future,
Mhm.
I mean you cannot hold them against it, and I think there are many factors that make them able to fulfill or not fulfill. And of course, like I cannot factor that into my current decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of your performance, I will evaluate.
Okay.
So if we can work together on this,
Yeah.
I'm sure you will have a favorable performance evaluation coming next year.
Also, what type of services we're giving them.
So
Then
that you can count on.
Yeah.
Exactly how.
I mean, I'm confident about my ability to perform.
Yes. So if you're confident about your ability to perform, and I'm confident about my ability to evaluate,
What would you do to
your
customers
promotion
who
will come.
aren't
Don't worry.
essentially-
Just perform. Right.
What kind of services would be?
Well, we probably look at limiting the amount of the services. You mentioned that that the bank is in Mexico, so I would
think,
assume that.
okay, I'll tell you what I'm benchmarking against and things like that. I think the package that you offer right now is still
being
a little below
the market leader
the market.
that we would have
The full package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This full package is still below the market.
Yeah.
Well, what is the market offering you?
these different branches.
Besides
So
the,
a number of these,
does the market offer you a $6,000,
services that,
£6,000 interest-free loan
could be performed,
No,
to
but
help you pay for
they
your student loan?
they have a much bigger signing bonus. Like
Ah.
that's bigger than your education assistance and the relocation
It's a,
expenses.
like say, we're not a consulting firm, so signing bonus
The
is-
market data I'm sourcing from is also in your industry.
Yeah, it's like again, it's a sales job, right? It's not the industry itself. It's the sale.
It's the same position in another tech firm.
Yeah.
It's,
Again,
I mean, it's comparable. It's the exact same job, but in your competitor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we don't offer a sign bonus, so
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I think.
I mean, I
That's right.
I had this discussion with my boss,
Yeah.
That was the last question. was
but
just tell me
that
what you
discussion
feel about
doesn't
this.
go anywhere. So, and I would like to have that,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Alright, so you
I'm not
put
in the position of giving money
But
away.
it just
You
took
know,
Yeah.
It's just not.
in a roundabout sort of
If
way.
it's up to me,
Because,
Yeah.
I would match
because of everything
our
else, so
competitors' offer.
first thing
So I
was
think on the
what's
signing
going on
bonus
in the
front,
market
there's not much.
operation.
And there's not much we can do about
Okay.
it. So that's why I'm trying to have to work around it, right?
Right,
Because I
right.
do want people to come to us.
Yeah.
So
Which
don't-
brought us
don't-
to this graph here.
don't look at the sign bonus as one way of, you know, it's just
Okay,
a big
so-
chunk of money. But we cannot really compromise on that.
Yeah. So I think I understand policy and stuff like that. But still, in terms of the basic package, besides the signing bonus, kind of differential, the base salary there is still a bit of differential. So I think I'm already willing to like not get a signing bonus. I mean, I think the whole purpose of a signing bonus is to alleviate my immediate needs, and I think you guys already offer 2 programs that that will help me in that way.
Okay, so are you agreeing with the performance bonus though?
Performance bonus, so the 40 to 65%. You see, that's based on my base salary. That's why I want to get a market base salary. I think the rate itself sounds good, and the fact that I can err towards the higher percentage if I perform well. I think that's really fun because I believe in driving my own performance and
Remember, this is gross salary, so you still have to pay a lot of taxes.
yeah. So precisely, I need more base salary to pay the taxes.
Unrestricted access to personal bankers.
And like I say, we offer to take care of your work
On the
permit.
other end, the client should educate the students about the benefits of using cheaper delivery systems like ATMs or online
In the
services.
UK also.
They will
Yeah.
still have access to the tellers, however, we would
That's
limit
just
that to
expenses to
retailer
us.
visits.
Yeah.
This would achieve both our goals,
I mean-
increasing revenues by better addressing the needs of each customer segment and reducing costs by redirecting
We need to
lower value
find a way because I'm really in a tough position here, right? They give me some number that I can work with,
Yeah.
and they give me some number that I cannot work with.
Okay. So are you saying for base
Yeah.
salary there's no room to grow?
That
I mean,
that's my
whatever you can grow, let me know, and then I can see where.
I mean, it's just again, it's a sales job, so don't look at the base salary. Look at the performance bonus. You eat what you kill. You know,
Yeah.
it's the nature of the job, right?
They're more direct.
They're more like, okay, look, we need to look at both the revenue and the costs. You know, the revenue side we do this, on the cost side.
Because tell you what,
You got all of it.
All right.
Uh,
Let me-
you're probably gonna have a car and a phone. We can help you with the normal and reasonable expenses.
If you're happy with that.
That's one of the things that I can work with you here. Because
Screaming, vegan.
so if you have a car that using gases at a reasonable rate, we can help you
So our client is Screaming Vegan. Is
pay for your
infused
gas.
product
for the
from
car.
celebrity chef Marco Polo.
And maybe if
It's
you
an
have
all-in-one
cell phone
fruit
bill,
puree
we can help you
machine
pay
that
that
turns
too.
vegetables into drinks,
That's one of the ways that I
sauces,
can work
soups,
with
and
you
purees.
on this, right? Because
It is sold very
I mean,
well
it-
on
it-
QVC,
it's
which is
something
the
that
channel.
I can
But
offer
now Marco wants to expand
that I
this.
can work around like the base because
Wholesales are
I'm
driven
sure
by
that
word
your
of mouth,
concern about your
customer
stable
satisfaction.
income is
Yeah.
obvious. You have income, you can pay your
There's been strong
expenses.
demand for
Right.
So
vegan
instead of
bars, and he wants to
take care of
expand
your
it.
top line. What about I take care of your middle line, which is your expenses, right?
Okay.
So whatever expenses that you have
Are you familiar?
at a reasonable level, right? You're gonna have an apartment and you can travel with like we can reimburse your fuel expenses and your cell phone expenses, right? Whatever that is.
Okay.
So it helps you
was,
pay the bill.
vegetable.
Yeah.
So you look at it. If you move to London, your biggest bill gonna be your rent,
Yeah.
which you have to take care of that. Nobody gonna pay for your rent. Nobody pay for my rent, so and nobody pay for the CO rent either, right? You have your cell phone bill, you have your fuel costs, we
Yeah.
can offer you that. So it
basically,
help you
Marco's
relieve
two-fold.
some of your expenses.
And he wants you to understand how to think about
Okay.
new
I mean,
markets
that's helpful. I
and how to
mean,
correctly price
as
the
you said,
product to maximize profit.
stable income is to
To
pay
pay
expenses
expenses.
and have quality of life.
Oh, living in London, quality of life with the amount of money that we offer
Yeah.
on the base salary, you wouldn't have. And as a single person, you're gonna
In
have
this
a lot of
case,
fun
you
with
probably
your
want to
disposable
do
income.
two things, which is one
We
is
have
a
great
benefit
work-life
analysis,
balance,
and one is
so
pricing and profit.
you're gonna have a lot of time to spend your money. Don't worry.
But I wouldn't place
So maybe you want to consider
just think about them.
the car and phone reimbursement into your
Benefits and
equation.
basically
Yeah.
advantages of digital
I'm
Uh,
not sure if I'll get a car. Is the thing.
and pricing and profit.
Oh, you will need a car. It's
is
a sales job. You
essentially
to travel.
He wants to know where to
But I
price
have
it
to get my
before
own
his brand
car?
fades.
Yeah.
So which pricing method would profit would maximize his profits?
Okay, sure.
But I mean, if it's a sales job, traveling on the job should be reimbursed anyways, no?
Oh, yeah, but then you can travel for personal use also.
And you also
Cover that,
reimburse that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's
I mean,
a bit.
think about it. I mean, you don't have to pay for your gas. Gas in Europe is expensive.
But I think the alternative.
Nobody pay for my gas, even
Yes.
though I'm HR, but still.
But I would have taken, like, I don't know. I wouldn't have taken a car.
How are you gonna go meet the clients? You gonna walk?
Okay.
No, I mean I'll take transportation, taxi or whatnot, and I think it's standard that
Yeah.
the company will reimburse that, right? So it's the additional kind of leisure transportation fee. I mean, if
Yeah, leisure. Right, yeah, that's what I meant. Leisure.
yeah,
The company car, yeah, the
Stop you right
But
there.
I-
business expenses, yeah, we obviously we don't reimburse that. That's normal.
Yeah.
But you can take your car to, go to friends, go to Fontainebleau to meet with your classmate. Don't worry, we take care of that.
well, I don't know if I can afford a car myself,
Or whatever
I would
expenses, but
pay
travel
a-
expenses.
but
Travel
I have
expenses.
to buy the car
Yes.
Okay.
or rent a
I mean,
car.
like if you take a train to Fontainebleau, we can easily reimburse that. It's business expenses, even though it's personal expenses. Don't worry. That's one of my workaround for.
What geography are we talking about? I'm assuming because it's QVC, it's just the US.
Yeah, let's say the US.
Okay, so I'd like to understand a little bit about the market and what competitors are doing, whether they have this kind of machines being used in restaurants. and
I mean, I
bars.
appreciate
And,
they're taking care of
So I can tell you about
expenses.
competitors, there are similar machines on the market right now.
But honestly, that I don't envision that to be a big
Also
expense on my side.
restaurants, most use normal blenders for drinks.
Oh, is it you never lived in London before?
Yeah.
SD, which is a screen.
It's a big expenses.
Because
And to
I
understand
think
a little bit more about
what
our
I'm saying is
product,
it would
essentially,
mean
how
I
does it
have to
differ
get
from
my
some
own
of the
car,
products that are out there?
and
What's-
that you
what
don't
makes it unique
subsidize.
and what's the keys to
If
this?
I were to just take a cab, I can still
Okay.
claim for expenses, but
Essentially, here trying to understand how we're
I
able
don't
to
need
sell
to
this
get a
to
car.
restaurants and bars.
What about
and
we
what
subsidize for your car also?
why it's,
Probably gonna have a car
superior
payment.
product.
Okay.
Okay. I wasn't thinking of getting a car because precisely I don't have money.
Is there anything else you'd like to
But is
discuss?
that an option?
There's
I'd
an
say
option.
that would be the first part in order to how we would sort of, what's
So
the
what
methodology
will I
to
get
approach these
from
restaurants
that?
and bars? What's the distribution sort of?
So
You will
it's
get-
fuel and phone was the
first
Yeah.
thing, and
And
then
then
the car.
you we can offer you £300 a month for car allowance.
Because with a chef, you
Okay.
can combine with, say, an electronics company, for instance, that already has a presence in the market, that are able to sort of, do like a co-branding.
Sure. Just to step back a little bit here, in terms of just the financials.
Yeah.
You want to explore that a little bit and see what you.
Yeah, sure. So the first part I think is, we talked about pricing, but what is the cost? Do we make this? Do we manufacture this product in the U.S.? Is it made by us? How much does it cost for us to make one? I think that would be the first part, and then we sort of look at comparing it to what competitors price their products.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Okay, so that's like 3,600.
Well, in this
A
case,
year.
what we're going to look at a little bit more is basically financials.
Fuel and phone, I don't know how much that
So,
costs.
essentially,
Yeah,
you
but
touched
it's
upon
significant.
The market. You touched upon the market.
So and that is like
Here,
a
in terms of
continual
the
thing, right?
projection,
We pay for all your expenses, almost all your expenses. Your biggest expenses in London gonna be rent, with nobody gonna pay for that anyway. We pay for your car, we pay for your your car usage expenses, your phone, education assistance.
And also,
Yeah.
We even pay for your
so that's good.
relocation
In terms of
expenses.
the financials,
That's I
we
mean
talked a little bit
honestly,
about
that's a
benefits
very
and challenges.
good package already. I don't think I can offer much
I'd like you to
more.
consider how to price the product now. Restaurants and bars are requesting more features like
Do you have like
control and
meal
easier
allowances and things like that? Or
Jesus.
As
No,
a
we don't.
result-
You don't?
result of this,
Well,
as
so the thing is,
product will be will need to be priced.
I mean, we don't offer that,
So here are some different
but
profit margins
I mean, we have
in millions of units per
free
category.
breakfast and lunch.
Profit
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then most of our employee bring boxes to work from London and then take out boxes. So basically, you can, 5 days a week, you can eat at our facilities. So even though we don't pay meal expenses, you can just eat at work.
So just to be clear,
Yeah,
this is-
so
we have the
all of
price,
your
the
expenses
profit
get
margin,
paid, right?
And then restaurant, bar, and home, is this sort of the number that we will be selling?
Those are the numbers we'll be selling, yeah.
Okay.
So like the only thing that we don't pay is
Won't
rent.
Just, read this out for you.
I mean, if we're gonna pay for your rent, and we basically just gonna give you, free stuff. I mean, nobody pay rent. The CEO doesn't even get rent paid. He have to pay his own rent. So
yeah.
I mean, it's very very generous already.
Yeah.
So you have a very good quality of life here, right? An extra 5 or 10,000, right? It's not gonna make any difference. And honestly, what we offer, because I cannot work with the base or the sign bonus, so that's why I'm trying to help you with other stuff that we pay already. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's all add up, right? That's why I'm trying to say that look at the whole package.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see you guys take care of kind of lifestyle stuff in other ways than to pay the base.
Oh, we also have a gym,
Okay.
on-site gym,
Yeah.
and subsidized massage. Jeez, free coffee, free snacks, free breakfast, free lunch. What else can we ask for? I mean, like we technically feed you, give you a car.
Yeah.
It's a really good quality of life. The number that you got from the market is might not taking account of the factor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they might pay you $50,000, but then you have to pay for your own car, you have to pay for your own fuel, you have to pay for your meal. Eating in London is not cheap. Having a car in London is not cheap. So that's why I'm trying to tell you. I really, want to help you here because I'm limited on my side. If I have unlimited power, I would do anything I can to get you into the company, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that decided. Remember, when you negotiate, you not only negotiate with me, but you also negotiate with my boss, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's have the power, but he's not sitting at the table. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what I'm doing right now is to kind of evaluate the whole package.
Es que la verdad es que la gente, entre algunos de prácticas y otros permanentes de aquí, que han estado
Okay, so what we talked about in terms of subsidies and things are one-time relocation expense of 4,000, education assistance of 6,000, interest-free loan, fuel and phone reimbursement,
What exact numbers for this?
¿Qué plan tienes?
and a free breakfast, free lunch.
yeah, and then just bring boxes into you and take a free dinner also. That's the workaround. So you can have 3 meals a day with us.
Okay.
And I shouldn't tell you this.
Yeah. Car subsidies 300 a month. So okay, if we look
Okay,
at
so essentially what I was doing here,
annually, how much these add up to?
And just don't look at the quantity itself, right? Look at the quality also. Right? I'm gonna read the water.
Okay.
You want a water?
I'm good.
Total demand
Yeah.
to get the total revenues, and I just finished doing that, and I was going to multiply that essentially by the profit margin percentage to sort of give me the profitability for each point.
Yeah. And have you reached a conclusion?
Just give me 1 second.
Yep.
I think it's the gap is closing.
I mean I mean
So there's no room for increasing the base salary at all.
we can work with you on the expenses side.
Oh, it's only on the expensive side.
Yeah.
Expensive
Think about
side.
what other expenses that you have that might match out. I will offer you a lot, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on the estimates, so I think
Sure. And what profitability would probably, which price point
And you
would bring the
cannot
most profit? You gave me that.
provide assistance on
What are your
rent.
calculations on it?
yeah. So I got a total revenue of say 601.25 for the third one,
Yeah.
and estimating say it's a 80% profit margin.
Mm-hmm.
Would give me a profit of roughly 480.
Yeah.
So I think it's slightly higher than that just because of the rounding. So
Okay, excellent. Yeah, well done. Now that you've taken that into consideration, and we talked a little bit about the issues going into bars and restaurants, why don't you tell me a little bit about a recommendation that you would give to Marco?
I got to put the time on this because I have a meeting that I need to go to. So.
Yeah.
Pricing and advantages and disadvantages.
Sure. So just looking at the pricing and
Do
some of the
you
structure that
have
we have here, it seems that having
home
I would
travel
price it not at
expense?
the highest level, but somewhere in the
Yeah,
middle.
that,
Because
well,
it's
that
associated
is
with a sort of a
in
premium
the
product. Having something too expensive, you can see that the demand is very limited for homes, and that's
what is
much
home
bigger
home means
customer market
Asia.
than would be for restaurants.
Yeah.
So that's like
and
$2,000
on the
ticket.
spectrum, if you
Yeah.
have an inferior product, there tends to be
Per
more
year?
demand from households
That's a lot.
because it's cheap, but the demand is then limited across restaurants and
Because I
bars.
don't have kids,
So I
so
think
I
somewhere in the middle,
So maybe
I don't
up to we can reimburse up to £1,000 £1,000 of home travel expenses.
Yeah, really differentiates ourselves from the sort of cheaper products out there.
Yeah.
We were able to get, I think, good demand across all three. Where
I
we see
think
that there's demand from. It seems to be a good balance.
that's all
between
the expenses
restaurants,
I
bars, and
have.
households.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
the household
No.
demand
Negotiation.
is on the lower end right now.
Yeah,
If
about
it
that.
starts becoming more
Yeah.
popular in restaurants and bars,
Yeah.
it would have an impact
I appreciate
on
you
household
being
demand.
honest
When we
about
associate
what
that
you
with
can
some
do
cheap
or what you
product,
cannot do.
because we would have customers
And
segmentation,
kind of
who are
offering
able to afford
from
it, and,
what
health
you
foods,
can do.
things like that.
Like the things that can
Yeah.
alleviate my concerns.
And you'd expect that number to go up.
Yeah, I
So
think we
would
have a
say
deal.
So 45,000
rather than,
base
looking at
and
cost-based
yeah.
pricing,
40 to
we're kind of looking at
60%
demand
performance bonus.
Yeah, 40 to 65.
Yeah, 40 to 65. Sorry.
Recommendation would then be price it at.
325.
Okay.
Vacation,
Cool.
education
So basically, the best
assistance.
answer here would have been, I noticed the big drop off in home users.
Do you have any?
Drop off in home
She asked for more? Really?
No,
Come on.
no. Have you written down what we've agreed? You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
everything?
yeah.
Okay.
to decide.
Okay.
But also check it 295 to
That's it.
324 price range.
Happy to join
Then
you.
make a very
Yep.
little difference
Thank
in
you.
the market percentage, but the home users may be greater, resulting in savings.
I don't know. It doesn't really say what kind of expenses are.
I mean, typical expenses.
Yeah.
Which they don't take into account.
There's going to be insurance also.
Uh.
Insurance is expensive too. Okay.
That's it?